Hello everyone. I haven't done a tarot reading in a while, so I thought I'd do that today. It's gonna be a relationship one. Take one of those, of the ones that fell. Interesting. It's funny when I don't actually remember what I wrote on some of these cards. I'm like, what was I thinking when I did that? Okay. And let's take a couple of these and then we'll talk about it. Queen of Wands. And the Fool. Okay, cool. Let me put them here. I'll take a picture and post that alongside this. So let me just think a little bit first because it's kind of all over the place. Okay, I'm going to start with these even though I didn't draw them first. So I've got Not Your Problem, Self-Hatred, and Quick Discard. And let me just check the backs. And so good things on the backs. So from this, I'm kind of getting a past energy, maybe a past person who may have kind of done a quick discard of you. Maybe it feels like a recent past, and it's like they dumped you and you don't know why. Basically, you have no idea why. You don't understand why they did this. Things seem fine, and then maybe they, you know, had a silly reason. They blamed you for something. And I think the message here is they are full of self-hatred and their issues are not your problem. So this is telling me that whatever that person did is because of their unhealed wounds and their self-hatred towards themselves that has kind of ended up in you doubting your own worth, which you shouldn't do because it's not your problem. It's really not your problem. It's the fact that they have a lot of hate towards themselves, which means that they cannot understand why someone would love them the way you probably do, and because of that they probably don't even trust in the love that you have for them, they probably just, you know, they if they're narcissistic, it's usually because they hold so much hatred for themselves. They cannot understand love, which means that they will not understand that you are coming from a pure place, that your love is pure, and they cannot understand it because they don't know what it is. But that's not your problem. So I'm sorry about this situation, but I do see that it's more in the past. It's not really affecting your present or future so much. So because the other cards, the future cards, or the present cards, I would say these are kind of, these came in reverse order. So this came first, so number 11, number 10, then number 9, even though this is not major arcana, it's the emotional one, but that is what kind of made me, but it came out in reverse, like in the order 11, 10, 9. I don't know if that's significant somehow, but they are all very positive cards. Balance, temperance, you know, it's justice, balancing all of the realms, destiny, the wheel of fortune, moving forward. And this, the way she is doing this kind of makes me feel like, don't worry, just trust, it's okay, it's all. And it's also making me think of the heart chakra. Sort of the green light was also making me think of the heart chakra. And this this is temperance, this is earth angel, you know, like just peace. This gives me peace. Look at the angel wings, look at the balance of all the 4 realms. So the mental, emotional, physical and spiritual, everything in balance. And then this is basically the most positive card you can have from the emotional side of things. So this is the 9 of Cups. Wish fulfillment, it's everything that you could possibly want. I love this card, it's gorgeous. And then I also have some very nice cards from my Twin Flame deck. So first one that came up is Fairy Godmother from Cinderella. And then this came out, the Key, Believe in Magic, Hecate. So Hecate, if you don't know, she is the goddess of magic. She is I think of her as my mother. She is the one who taught me magic. She handed me the torch. No, she's handed the torch later, but she gave me the first key. And she asked me when I was at a crossroads, she asked me, will you answer the call? Do you want to learn magic? Do you want to follow me? And I said yes, because at that moment I was lost. I didn't have anyone. Everyone I thought I could trust had turned their back on me, and I trusted the gods more than I trusted any human person in my life. I still do. Fairy Godmother, I mean, I think it's basically like getting me Cinderella, and also I also just unpacked this from my bag. It's a bookmark, Once Upon a Time. I bought it from the island. It's a cross stitch, and it's gorgeous. I love this. And all of this is just screaming Cinderella, you know, the fairy tale romance, Prince Charming, rags to riches, luck turning, I think, and, you know, magic, believing in the magic. And that's really interesting also because this came out, Queen of Wands, who is the master manifester. She is the queen of magic, and I'm also being drawn to the sunflower here. Sunflowers are very significant for me as well. And then these two came out. The Empress, again, very significant. Empress is basically sort of, I would say, very much similar to this card, because Empress is the queen of all the realms. So Empress is by definition queen of queens. So you have 4 queens in the tarot: Queen of Wands, spirituality; Queen of Cups, emotions; Queen of Wands, mental, sorry, I talked about what, swords, mental strength, and Queen of Pentacles, finances, material wealth, physical, anything else physical. And the Empress is basically the queen of all of those. And then the Fool is a new beginning. And I also have this from my other deck, which is Mate for Life, Swan's Mate for Life, 1221. It's funny, this kind of looks like a swan, doesn't it? I just noticed that. And it's funny because I actually saw a pair of swans the other day, and it was a confirmation for me that when I see them, you know, pair of birds, pair of swans, it was a confirmation. And for me, swans are very significant of eternal love, immortal love, and also the kind of relationship that's like a dream come true, which I guess fits in with the whole Cinderella story, the fairy tale romance. So don't worry too much about your past. It's not your problem, it's not your fault. It is because that person is full of self-hatred. That's why they did this quick discard, but it is not your problem, and you have something so much better in your life now and coming in as well. And believe, right now, the key is there is a new beginning coming, and there's this coming. Wheel of Fortune about to turn. It never stays still. So even if things look bad right now, have faith. Remember, you hold the key to your life. You decide. You are the manifester of your life, of your destiny. This is you. Believe in magic. Live as though your dream life is, you're already living your dream life. Yep. That is what I have to say. Alright, take care guys. Until next time.